welcome back to GG Naturals Homestead channel. So we are outside today doing actually planting some trees in the ground. We decided that we wanted to go ahead and put some things in the ground instead of potting all or the majority of these plants. And so I'm going to take you over to the mister and let you see him at work, and maybe he can give some pointers. He's been planting trees for a long time, so maybe he can give some pointers on planting the trees. So here we go. And so far he has added 2 to the ground so far. So this is the pear, let's see, this is kefir pear, and so he added it to the ground here, and so we're going to go over to see what he's adding right now. So what you got, sir? What are you adding?
Right now I'm just breaking up the ground so I can provide a good and easy for the root system to just grow. I'm trying to make sure I take, because we got clay soil, I'm trying to make sure I break everything up and kind of aerate the soil, so when the roots start to leave the root ball, they can just freely stretch out.
Okay, and so what tree do you have there?
This one is it's a pear tree. It's a hood pear.
Okay.
And basically all I do first before I finish digging my hole, I always have to check to see the depth of the hole and the width, and I try not to break up the dirt too much because I don't really want to disrupt the root ball, but it's been in this pot for a little while. And so what I'm doing is taking it, but it's actually broken up pretty good in here.
Okay.
I'll just remove it, sit it down. I don't want it too deep. I want right here be pretty much even.
And now what did you add? Did you add?
Haven't added yet.
Okay.
I'm just checking the depth before.
Okay.
See, do I need to go deeper? See, do I need to go wider? Which is perfect.
Okay.
All right.
All
then
right.
I just take it out. And then this is bone meal.
Okay.
I take some bone meal and I just spread it.
Okay.
I'm generous with it. So then I take some blood meal. And I just spread it. And then I come back and I lay the plant kind of to the side. And I just do a little bit of bone meal around it to generate the roots. Then I simply sit it in. And I fill it with dirt. And what I'll do, once I plant everything, I'm gonna just saturate it with a bunch of water.
Okay.
I'm gonna soak it. Cause it's 90 some odd degrees here in Florida.
Yeah.
And, you can kind of see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, today it got up to 99, so it's vital that when we put the plants in the ground, that we put it and make the environment where it's good. One thing that I also noticed, plants, they typically will have sides. So to me, this is the back side of the tree, right? But I want my front side to show. So I might lift this up again and just twist it and turn it, and then pack it back into here. I'm putting the back side towards the house.
Okay.
And then let the front side.
Okay.
A lot of plants there have like, some plants are round, some plants kind of generally have like sides to them. But if I notice it's a big, noticeable type side, I just put the back side to the side because I really don't want it.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right, so that is the second pear that we have in the ground. And so I'm going to go back over. So Say hi to my Meyer lemon. Look at it. It's just loaded with fruit. Look at it. Oh my gosh. We have never had a problem with this bush fruiting. It has just been a beast ever since we had it. And then this is the second one, the second Meyer lemon. And before I go over there, let me show you all my lime. Do you see how teeny tiny this lime tree is? And look at it. It has fruit. Look at it. Look at the fruit. I'm so happy with this. With this one, he also planted it and added bone meal. I don't think we even had blood meal at the time. So there is our grapefruit. Here is the pomelo. Let me show you a little update on how big they've got. See, the color is starting to change. And look at this bad boy. Look at how huge these things are. They are humongous. They are so heavy. Look at what's happening. So it's literally pulling this branch down to the ground. That's how big these fruit are. I know it probably does not look like it on camera, but these are humongous. They are so big. All right, and so let's see, what is this we planted? Okay, so this is an apple tree. So we planted it over in this area because it stays shady a good bit of the day. And so that's why we planted this Macintosh over here. And we have two apple trees. There is another that we have on the back side. And so we found him again. And I recently found this plum tree at, the big box store. I found it there and it looks pretty good. The plum tree looks pretty healthy. And so I am so excited because that was something that I really was interested in having. I always had, well, I didn't have anything. My neighbor had these when we were growing up and they would get nice and big. So this is the Santa Rosa. And so there's our plum tree. And let me show you a little update on the tangerines. Look at the tangerines. They're getting big. And I'm so glad to have some fruit on the tree, more than just one or two this year, because the tangerine has been the slowest growing tree I think that we have had. And so it's nice to see more fruit on this tree this year. And we're letting it take its time and do what it wants to do. And we're going to do some trimming to it after we pull the fruit off of it. And so let's go around here and see what he is planting. All right, so back here, he's going to add a peach tree back here. And that's another thing that I absolutely love. For those who have seen my most recent video, I have a canner now. So hubby found me a canner here locally, and he literally looked everywhere and found that last one. And it is a Presto. It's 23 quarts. And so I have the canner. So I'm definitely going to be making preserves and different things.
Check the video.
Yes, please check out that video. That video is showing you everything that comes in the pressure canning box. in that box, because that box, with some of the reviews that I saw from some certain online retailers, they were saying that the pressure gauge was in something else other than pounds per square inch. And that was a hassle because they were having to convert it to pounds per square inch when they were canning. And so there were a lot of people that were not very happy with that at all. So I would recommend just reading the reviews before you buy one to be sure that that is the canner that you want. And so that peach tree, I think we may have one more. Let me show you. Oh, here is, we've got some new growth on the persimmon. See that? We've got some new growth happening. So we were very happy to see that. And this is the Pink Lady apple. It is doing just fine in its container. And last one is a kumquat. And so we decided that we're going to put it in a pot and leave it here. So there is the kumquat. Fruit growing all over the place. This is variegated kumquat. I don't know if I've ever had that. Do we have a little friend in there? I think we have a little friend in there. So the variegated kumquat, I don't know if I've had this kind before, but we decided that it's growing so well just in this 3-gallon pot that we're going to actually repot it, and we're going to allow that one to be to just live here in this spot in a pot. I did a little research and it says that they grow quite well in pots. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to leave that there. And so now we have trees everywhere. We have fruit everywhere. So we should have something for all times of the year. So thank you so much for going along with us. And he's getting ready to water the trees that he's planted today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees that he's planted today. So he's going to get ready to water those, and we're going to call it an evening. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to the new subscribers who have come along, and we just appreciate it so much. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed already, please do so, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.